Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, say hi in the chat box. If you can hear me clearly, say hi in the chat box. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Say hi. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. So, we're getting straight into it. We don't want to waste anyone's time so that we can finish in good time. Good evening. My name is Luka Adibadijo, aka K the Coach. In this webinar, I'm going to be showing you how to turn words into maximum profits. I'm going to be showing you how to use the power of words to convince people into buying your products or your services, even if you did not attend a higher institution, even if you are a high school dropout or even a university dropout, you will still be able to do this without fail. And that's what I want to teach you in today's class. So I hope you all are following me. Well done, everyone. Well done, everyone. So I'm hoping more people will join us along the way. All right, that's fine. So copywriting as a business. Copywriting as a business. Okay. How to turn words into profits. How to turn words into profits. We'll delve straight into it right away. All right. So I want to stay to the end. I have something special for you at the end of this webinar. So I would want to advise that you stay to the end. It won't take so long. Don't worry. So welcome everyone once again. I'm excited to have you here. My name is Luka Adibadijo. People call me K the Coach. I have over 7 years of experience in digital marketing space, and I've consulted for a number of organizations within that time frame, getting wonderful results for them. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to be showing you how you can use words to generate consistent income in your business. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be showing. Let me ask you a question. So, what if you could use words? I mean, just plain words right now to create consistent income for your business every other week or every other month? Even if you are not a marketing guru, even if you have not done this before, what if you could turn everything around just like that? How would you feel? So, right now, I'm going to show you how I discovered this thing called copywriting. Yeah, I'm going to show you how I discovered it, and how it has helped a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of business owners, a lot of marketers, a lot of salespeople, how it has helped them turn strangers into paying customers, even if they hate selling, right? So at the end of this session, you understand why some businesses make loads of sales, even in this tough market, even in this competitive market, and why other businesses keep complaining, why other businesses are failing simply because they don't know how to communicate the value or the essence of their product to their audience. So that's what I'm going to be showing you today. So let's go forward. So disclaimer here: what you're about to learn can change how everything look. It can change the entire outlook of your business. It can change your entire marketing forever, your entire sales forever. It can change it, right? So let's go on. So turn your words into sales, influence, and impact. So, like I said earlier, at the end of this section, I'm going to show you how a little change in your marketing, a little change in your messaging, a little change in your marketing engagement can make people want to buy more from you without you ever sounding like a salesy person to them, right? Without you ever being like a parasite to them, right? I'm going to show you how you can make those little changes in your marketing engagement and how that can turn into more sales for you. Let's go on. All right, so here's the truth. People don't buy products or services, no. As against what you must have been told that I sell this, I sell that. People don't buy products or services, no. People buy emotions. People buy feelings. That's what people buy. So copywriting becomes that tool, becomes that skill that helps you translate your product or services into emotions and now drive buying decisions, right? So your product or your service must be encapsulated into what's called copywriting or an offer or into emotions. It is that emotions that people buy. You must have heard this before. People buy things emotionally and now rationalize it later. They apply logic later after they must have bought it. So how to project the emotions onto the other people is what you need to learn right now, right? So if you have ever felt like your ads or your marketing engagements don't work, or your audience or your buyers ignore you, this is the reason. You have not learned how to convert whatever you sell into emotions so that people can connect with it and then buy from you. I hope you understand that now. Let's proceed further. So I'll just tell you a bit of my personal story. So years ago, I used to be a banker, and then I resigned from the bank. I started selling my own products and services, and I realized I was struggling with sales. Do you understand? Even though I had great product to sell, I saw that people were not buying so much from me. Nobody seemed to care about me. So, and I realized that I needed to learn something, right? And that was how I discovered copywriting. I discovered the power of copywriting, and I realized that it wasn't about being pushy, calling people 10 times a day or 10 times a week. It was just about using the right mix of words. It was about using the power of words, right, to connect with the desires of people, to address people's pain points, and to emotionalize people. Once I got that part right, everything changed. Immediately I mastered this that I'm talking about, everything changed. And I went from chasing people to have people chase me. And as I speak with you, I've consulted and done trainings for various organizations in Nigeria and even outside of Nigeria, from the real estate sector to consulting sector to recruitment to banking, various sectors, to tech, to skincare, to weight loss, a lot of clients. Do you understand? In different sectors, right? And today I'm going to show you the same process that changed my business forever. I'm going to show you to A to Z of how this thing works. So let's move forward. So number one is, what is copywriting? It's simple. Copywriting is simply the art and science of using words to influence, to persuade, and to sell. It is the usage of the power of words to get people to do what you want them to do, to get people to take an action. Copywriting isn't just about writing. No, it is psychology in motion. It is how brands like the big brands that you know, MTN, Nike, Coca-Cola, all of those guys, it's how they get you to feel emotionalized and take action. Do you understand? I don't know how many of you remember the Peak Milk advert that kind of one called starred in years ago, where he said I was first in Inter Milan, and then he had a heart problem, and he thought he would never play football again until he started exercising back after the operation was conducted, and started saying was like, I was determined to never give up, and I worked harder even to be even better. Look at that story ad of how Pick Milk used the story of a great footballer called Kanu Nwankwo to advertise their product, and that product did millions of dollars for them in sales. That advert rather did millions of dollars for them in sales. That's how copywriting is used to emotionalize people into buying the product. Everybody could easily connect to that story because that story was very, very emotional. How many of you remember the MTN Extra Cool advert that was done years ago? Where remember MTN Extra Cool, where you could stay all night on call with your girlfriend or with that girl you're trying to toast or woo those days. MTN used this adverts where they said, "Oh Jerry," they showed a guy who was lying in bed and a lady who was lying in bed as well. They were talking almost all night, and the guy started dropping some lines for the lady, and then he said, "I have a gift for you," something like that if I can remember. And he said, "You should step out of your room to your balcony, and then you see the gift I have for you." And when the lady stepped out, he saw a full moon, start reflecting towards her directly. And then after the guy dropped the whole lines, the lady said, "Oh Jerry." That particular advert emotionalized a lot of people to start using Extra Cool those days. The people started calling their girlfriends all night, staying on call, just because MTN used an advert to emotionalize people into saying that, see, if you truly love a lady, you should stay all night with that lady on phone. That's how to emotionalize people into taking an action. You understand? And copywriting becomes infrastructure to help you achieve that, right? So next one. So why is copywriting the number one business skill that you should learn? Number one is it helps you convert attention into sales. How do I mean? How do I mean? There are four infrastructures upon which marketing is based. It's called AIDA, AIDA. The first A is attention, the I is interest, the D is desire, and the last A is action, right? So a lot of people can generate attention, but they don't know how to turn that into action. So copywriting becomes that tool that helps you convert attention or create attention first, then generate interest, desire, and convert it to action, which is the end point. That's sales. Do you understand? Then number two is copywriting works in all businesses. Copywriting works in all businesses. In fact, even politicians use copywriting. That's not why we are here today. I'm telling you, Barack Obama in the US as a copywriter, Barack Obama in the US as a copywriter who is his campaign manager. Do you understand that? Copywriters are used, let me say copywriting is used in all walks of life. Any kind of business you think you run, copywriting becomes that tool, you understand, to help you get the number of sales that you want. It helps you build authority and trust, and helps you to scale your adverts without, it helps you scale your business without so much adverts, right? So let's proceed further. So the three pillars of profitable copywriting. Number one is the magnetic message, which is the headline. Number two is storytelling that sells. That's the story aspect of it. Number three is irresistible offers. That's offers. So number one is magnetic message. So I said earlier, this is a triangle that showcases headline, story, and offer. And these are the three pillars that form copywriting. Number one is magnetic message. It is using headlines to get people's attention. Using headlines to get what? People's attention. So I'm going to unpack all of this right now. Just hold on a moment. I'm going to unpack all of these three elements right now. So number one is magnetic message. So the headline, as people call it, some people call it hooks. Some other people call it hooks, right? You hear marketing hooks, all of here and there. It's headline, right? It's not different. It's headline. So let's unpack headlines. So what is headline? It's actually the first handshake with your audience. It's the first thing that people see in your advert. It is the first thing that people engage with in your marketing communication headline. And you have just 3 seconds to get anybody's attention, or you lose it forever. So it means that whatever headline or magnetic message you're pushing out as your first communication tool, it must sustain the ability to get people to take action or to get the attention of people immediately. It must be an attention grabber. Let me give you an instance. Let's assume you are in the weight loss business and you want to run an advert. So now look at this. Someone in the weight loss business will run an advert or push out a marketing engagement and say something like, join our weight loss program today. That's boring. Whereas somebody else who understands copywriting in the weight loss business will not put out an advert like that. That person will say, let's assume the person wants to talk to women that are busy and want to lose weight. The person will say something like, how busy moms are losing 10 kg in 30 days without giving up on their favorite foods. Which one is more interesting? Which one captures your attention more? Obviously, the second one. That's the difference. The second one speaks to a specific desire. For instance, if I want to run a digital marketing ad for people to come and become digital marketers or learn digital marketing for their businesses, you sometimes probably you have seen such ads like learn digital marketing in 7 days. That's not what I would do. I would say something like, learn how this 23-year-old undergraduate or 23-year-old graduate makes $5,000 from his room using his laptop, internet connection, and iPhone. Do you understand now? Learn how this 23-year-old graduate, or let me say, learn how this 23-year-old fresh graduate makes $5,000 using his laptop, his iPhone, and internet connection from the comfort of his room. That's an advert that emotionalizes people more than just saying learn digital marketing in 7 days. That's flat. As good as that message may be, or as good as it may look, it is flat. It does not sustain the ability to communicate emotions or address the pain points of people. Everybody wants to make more money. So the second one is, it speaks to a specific desire. It speaks to the pain points of people. Let's proceed further. Now, next one is what? Storytelling that sells. Storytelling that what? that sells. Storytelling has a formula. It's called PASS, the PAS formula, right? Before you go there, I'm going to tell you that facts can tell you things. Facts can tell, but stories sell. Do you understand? I told you about the Canon One Core advert with Peak Milk. It was a story that was used to communicate how Peak Milk could be a lifesaver. And a lot of people ran to start buying Peak Milk. The other advert was a boyfriend and a girlfriend who was speaking all night on phone, right? And the lady was thrilled by the moon, by the reflection of the moonlight on her face early in the morning. It got that advert was a storyline to get people to start doing MTN extra cool, to get people to start calling their girlfriends all night using MTN. Do you understand? That's how to create stories to emotionalize people into doing what you want them to do. So storytelling has a formula. It's called the PS formula. Number one is problem. Number two is agitate. Number three is solution. So how do you incorporate PS formula into storytelling? Number one, the problem is you talk about the main problem. Then the agitate is you talk about you talk about how the problem, you talk about the effect of that problem on you. Do you understand what I'm saying now? That's the agitate. Then number three, you now talk about the solution, how you discover the solution and how solve that problem. So you could say something like, I couldn't get clients for my business all along. I was very frustrated. I was broke. I was behind on my bills and I could not even pay my house rent. Until this very day, I stumbled on an advert online on someone who was teaching a topic called copywriting. Then I paid for the course and started learning it, and eventually everything just changed just because I learned the art of copywriting. That's a short story to communicate a guy who was struggling with sales before now, who was frustrated and almost quitted on his business, right? Until he found the solution to the problem. Let me share another story with you. Let's assume you are someone who is a fashion stylist. So your job is that you help guys who do not really know how to dress. You help them dress in a way that commands respect and in a way where everybody looks at them like, wow, you dress really nice. So let's assume you're a fashion stylist. And before you became a fashion stylist, you also were a bad dresser. So let's use the past formula to communicate your story. So you can say something like, I used to be a very bad dresser. I used to be the guy that wear a red trouser, a pink shirt, and wear a green tie on it. I used to be the guy that wear a checkered trouser, a checkered shirt, and a checkered tie on it. And a lot of times I'll go for events and guys will laugh at me. I could not even get the kind of girls I desired. You understand? The last girl I tried approaching, when she looked at me in a strange manner, and I had to look at myself to see if I was smelling. And I found that I was not smelling. I realized months later that people were not comfortable with the way I was dressing. And I had to find a way to salvage the situation. It became very frustrating that no girl wanted to be my girlfriend because of the way I dressed. Until this day, I stumbled on this guy on TikTok who was teaching how to dress. And immediately I learned how to dress, I changed my style and I could now get the kind of girlfriend I want for myself just because I changed my dress. Now, when I step into events, everybody turns to look at who just stepped in. Because now I dress powerfully so much that I command so much respect in any event I attend. That's a short story using the past formula. That's how you connect with people, by showing your journey. By showing what your journey, that's how you truly connect with people. That's the past story. So the last one, and then we end the training, is the irresistible offer. The irresistible offer. I like to call it Godfather offer. So what's an irresistible offer? It's an offer that makes people say yes almost instantly. It's not just about pricing. It's about perceived value. It's about communicating real value to the people. And how do you do that? It also has a formula and everybody can learn it. Right? Now, what's the formula? The formula is what you have on your screen. It's core benefits plus bonuses plus guarantee plus urgency. So how do you do that? So you talk about the core benefits, what you want to help people achieve. The transformation that you want to help people achieve is the core benefits, right? For instance, let's use the story of that same guy. So that same guy who is a fashion stylist that helps men dress powerfully so they can command the respect when they go for occasions, right? So that people can pay attention to them. when they go for occasions or when they go for events or when they step out for business meetings. Do you understand what I'm saying now? Good. That's the core benefit. I help people dress powerfully so they can command respect in events and outings. Do you get what I'm saying? That's a core benefit. So let's assume that core benefit, he sells it for, let's assume he sells it for $300. It's a $300 package that, and he trains people for 6 months on how to dress powerfully. Then the next thing is bonuses. Then he can now bring up other bonuses in the offers. So what's the bonus now? Number one bonus is that apart from the core benefits, I would also give you a template that shows 20, or let me say 30 different color combinations that you can wear as a man to look powerful and command respect everywhere you go. That's a bonus. Do you understand that now? That's a bonus. It's breaking down the color combinations that you can wear as a man that makes you look very powerful, that makes you command respect in any kind of event that you go to. That's what? A core benefit. Sorry, that's a bonus rather. Color combination, that's a bonus. Are you following me now? Now, you could also add another bonus to it, right? You could also add another bonus. Let's say another bonus would be, let's say 35 ways, another template now, bonus. 35 ways to wear your suits in order to become the powerful man in the room. Yeah. 35 ways to wear a combined suit. Let's say 35 ways to wear a 3-pair suit, what do they call that? A 3-pair suit or a 2-pair suit. A 3-piece suit rather. 35 ways to wear a 3-piece suit in order to command respect in any event you go to. That's another bonus. 35 ways to wear a 3-piece suit to command respect or be the go-to man in any event. That's another bonus. They can now give guarantee that if I don't deliver on my promises, right, this is exactly what I will do. I'm going to return all your money. That's guarantee now. Then urgency, you can say this offer only lasts for 7 days and I'm only going to do this with 25 people. I'm creating urgency with that package. So when you make your offer feel like a no-brainer, right? People put their hands in their wallets and pay. When it feels like a no-brainer. When people feel like they are paying less for more, right? People happily buy without thinking about it twice. And that's what an offer helps you achieve. Do you understand that now? Exactly. An offer becomes the infrastructure that helps you communicate value in such a way that people feel that they are paying less for more, or people feel like they are getting more for less. Every time people can be emotionalized in such a way they feel like they are paying less for more, they happily pay for that thing. And that's what offers help you achieve. Do you understand? Now, a mini recap. I just showed you the three simple keys, right, to achieve copywriting in your business. And those are what? Grab people's attention using headlines, right? Tell stories that sell using the storytelling tactics, the PASS formula, and make irresistible offers using the formula I just showed you, right? Let's go. Now, I know I've given you a lot already. I know I've given you so much already within this short period of time, and I don't want to waste your time. But let's be honest. You cannot learn copywriting in 20-25 minutes. It's not possible. That's the truth. You have an idea, but you can't learn the whole of copywriting in 20-25 minutes, right? But learning copywriting in 20-25 minutes is pretty much like learning how to drive in 20-25 minutes. You will not let that kind of driver drive you. That's the truth. And that's why I've created something powerful, something that is robust, to walk you through the step-by-step formula for copywriting, to get you through the A to Z process of copywriting. And that package is called the Copywriting for Business, right? This is a complete training on how to turn words into profits using the power of copywriting. The complete training helps you craft persuasive messages that can convert total strangers into your paying customers, and that can allow them to become repeat customers so that they keep patronizing you forever and ever. Do you understand? So that course is called what? how to turn words into profits. It's a complete program that I put together to help businessmen, entrepreneurs, creators, business owners, marketers to write magical words that sell like wildfire. And that thing can and it can sell anything. So it's not theory, it's practical based. It's a real business copy and it drives wonderful results. Do you understand what I'm saying now? So what I put together for you is a proven system that takes you from being a beginner to being a confident copywriter. Do you understand? Someone that can use the art of copywriting to step into the market and get a lion's share in the market space, right? And from there, you're going to learn the psychology behind persuasion. You're going to learn how to write wonderful headlines, compelling headlines that convert. You're going to learn how to turn your business message into a sales machine, right? You're going to learn how to use the art of storytelling. Remember the past formula, the art of storytelling to outsell your competitors. You're going to learn how to create Godfather offers that will make your audience say yes, like almost every other time. Do you get what I'm saying now? And that's what I want to show you in this package. So this is what you get basically. You get the mind of a persuader. So at this point, you not just be writing words or just speaking on social media just to get sales. No. You start being deliberate. You start writing to influence. Do you understand? And I'll show you exactly how to start thinking like a top copywriter who knows what people want, what they want to buy, and the kind of message that emotionalizes them into buying. That's number one. Number two, you are going to get the headline mastery formula, right? Here, you will discover how to craft compelling headlines that get people to stop while they are scrolling on their phones. And this compelling headline helps you to grab their attention within 3 seconds or less. This is the same method that I've used over the years to create mind-blowing sales, right? That's about 35,000. That's about $30 thereabout. Then the next thing I'm going to learn is story selling secrets that sell rather. Story selling secrets that sell any kind of product. So here you're going to learn how to turn stories into emotional sales machines. You will learn how to make your audience feel like you have them at the back of your mind. You understand? That they are the first on your mind, and how to get them to buy. That's why you're going to learn using storytelling tactics. And number three, you're going to learn the Godfather offer blueprint. You're going to get the Godfather offer blueprint. Here, you're going to learn how to create irresistible offers that people can almost not say no to, right? Offers that people will feel foolish for not taking. So which means you have to take it. Offers that are inspired by timeless triggers. You understand? And real world examples from renowned marketers. I'm going to be teaching you how to understand the usage of that blueprint. That's good for 40,000 naira. Now watch this. You walk away with all of this stuff I just mentioned: mind of a persuader, headline, mastery formula, story selling secrets that sell, right? You're going to get all of these things, Godfather offer blueprints, right? And you're going to start using them in your marketing engagements. In addition to that, all of the ones I talked about now is about $100, so that's about 150,000 naira, each of them, right? And in addition to that, I've added bonuses to this stuff as well. So what are the bonuses? These bonuses are for action takers. That's why I've added all these ridiculous bonuses to it, right? So the bonuses, I'm going to give you 50 headline copy templates. So these templates show you exactly how to coin headlines together. And I'm going to give you 50 templates. That goes for 25,000. Then I created a list of 201 emotional trigger words, right? Going for like 20,000. There are some kind of words that you can use to trigger people's emotions. You are going to be learning those. We have quite a number of them. So when you start learning this, you're going to start using them deliberately for your marketing, right? About 20,000. Then I'm going to show you as well 25 storytelling strategies you can use to create stories to communicate the essence of your product or service to your audience. That's what you're going to have. You're going to have 25 of that. That's about 30,000 naira. You're going to have the offer creation toolkits going for 25,000 naira. How to create Godfather offers. You're going to have that as a bonus. a template to create it where you just have to fill in your product, your pricing, then you create it like a template and you can now use it online or use it to or send it to your audience. Those are the things I'll put together for you. All of these bronze together go for 100,000 and that's like $70. Are you following this, everyone? So let me just tell you everything you are going to be getting afresh. The Mind of a Persuader, 50,000. Headline Mastery Formula, 35,000. Storytelling Secrets That Sell, 25,000. The Godfather Alpha Blueprint, 40,000. The bonus headline copy template, 25,000. 201 emotional trigger words, 20,000. 25 storytelling strategies, 30,000. And the offer creation toolkit, 25,000. All of this is about 250,000. That's about $170. $170. So now, this is where it gets interesting. I'm not going to ask you to pay $170 for this. That's 250,000 naira. I'm not going to be asking you to pay 250,000 naira for this. No, I won't do that. I'm not trying to communicate the value of the offer that you want to get right now to you, right? I will also ask you to pay 150,000 naira, as good as that is, right? That's $100. I'm not going to ask you to pay that. No, that's not what I'm going to do, right? If I asked you to pay $100,000 for this, it would have been a fair price, right? And I know you understand that. It would have been a very, very fair price. But that's the one I'm going to do. So I'm going to do something very, very insane right now. I'm going to do something very insane for you, for those that want to take offers. So when I thought about this, I decided to make it very affordable for everyone. So I settled for 50,000 naira. So if you are online right now and you want to get this copywriting for business, how to turn words into profit, to change your business 2026, right? What I'll be saying, what I'm telling you right now is that right now you can get it for 50,000 naira, just 50,000 naira, right? Now this is where it gets more interesting. So if you're online right now and you want to enroll right now, I mean something more ridiculous. Now, so I'm giving you a more ridiculous offer right now. So I'm going to be asking you to get this program for just 24,999 naira. That's $16.99 right now. And you have the account number on your screen. You can either pay, if you are watching from Nigeria, you can pay into any of the Nigerian account, the Kuda or the Zenith Bank account. That's GC Digital Media Limited. Or you can use the seller link to pay. That's seller.com/ what you have on your screen. Then if you are watching outside of Nigeria and you can't generate those payment methods, you can pay us via PayPal using KAYUS97@hotmail.com. Now let's proceed further. So I'm giving you a guarantee on this. I'm saying that if you buy this, if you get this for yourself right now, and you try that for 7 days, if you don't like the course, if the course does not deliver what it says to deliver to you, if you do not get massive clarity, I'm going to give you your money back 100%, no question asked. Yes, I'm going to give you your money back, 100% of money you paid, and you can see how the cost yourself, right? So I'm also telling you that this offer is only available till 11 p.m. tonight. Yes, it's available till 11 p.m. tonight, just a couple of hours from now, just about 3 hours from now. After that, the price reverts back to 50,000 naira. That's what I'm telling you right now. After that, the price reverts back to 50,000 naira and you cannot get it again. So, if you want to get this for yourself, the account number is displayed on your screen right now. If you want to get this for yourself, the account number is displayed on your screen right now. You are just one step away. You are one step away from changing your business. Yeah. Imagine if you can build a business that can communicate so powerfully that people can trust you and buy from you instantly. That is one of the things that this course will help you achieve. Imagine never having to struggle to sell again, never having to struggle with your marketing engagement any longer. Imagine knowing exactly what you need to do part time to make people buy from you or to make people do what you want them to do part time. That's exactly what this course delivers to you. Do you get what I'm saying now? This course will help you achieve this effortlessly if you take that action right now. You are just one decision away from mastering the most powerful business skill on earth. You are one step away from mastering one of the highest paying skills on earth. And that's the truth. Politicians use this every other time. And from reliable sources, I'm going to also tell you that if you remember the Obama regime when he campaigned for the first for his first election, he came up with a change message. He said, "Change we can and change we must." That message was crafted by a copywriter. Are you following this? And reliable sources also told us that, remember, can you remember the Buhari regime, the first Buhari regime? What was the message? It was a change message. So reliable sources also told us that it was the same copywriter that Obama used for that campaign, that the current Nigerian president employed to craft that same message, that change message for Buhari. I hope do you remember that? The change message for Buhari? Yes. So copywriters are used in all walks of life. So it's not something you don't need to overthink it. Just take the leap, enroll. You have the Nigerian bank account on your screen, and you are watching from outside Nigeria. You can use the PayPal account to make payments, and you can also use seller from anywhere in the world to make payments. So copywriting gives you transformation. It helps you transform your business from what it is currently to what it should be. And this 2026 is something that you should really, really look into. So these are all the things that you'll be getting. Excuse me, some of the things that you'll be getting. There's something you'll be getting once you subscribe to this course. The headline copy templates, storytelling strategies, 25 of them, offer creation toolkit, and all the bonuses. And you're going to have lifetime access to the course, right? And it's 100% guaranteed. So you have a guarantee on this that if you don't enjoy the course after you have learned everything in the course, you can call for your money back, and we'll give you all your dollars or naira back without questioning. Are you following this? So these are the account numbers once again. Use any of the account details, whether the Nigerian bank accounts, the Kuda or the Zenith Bank. Or you can use the seller from anywhere in the world. Or if you have a PayPal account, you can use the PayPal account KYUS97@hotmail.com. So once you make payments, what you do is send your payment receipt to info@gcdigitals.com.ng. You send your payment receipt to info@gcdigitals.com.ng. Or if you're on the WhatsApp channel, or our WhatsApp group, right, you can send the receipt to the admin, right? Just check the admin on the group, chat the admin privately, send the receipt to them, and once your payment is confirmed, we'll give you full access to the course. So if you are not on the WhatsApp group, you can just send an email of your payments evidence to info@g6digitals.com.ng. So once you send it there, we'll respond to your mail within few hours, right? Once you respond to your mail, we'll give you access to the course. So we'll deal to the end of this course. So once we have your payment, we'll start giving you access to the course. So thank you very much, all of you that are here. Thank you very much, all of you that attended the course. So we'll see you again at another time. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful weekend ahead. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye.